I'm Deniece Williams, and you're joining me for one of my Diva stories. This particular story is about one of my ex-bosses, actually my very first boss in the music industry, Mr. Stevie Wonder. So I have a cousin named John Harris, and John grew up in Detroit. He's from Detroit. And his grandmother and my grandmother were sisters. So around the age of 14, John started coming into Gary to visit his grandmother for a week. And so we went over to meet John and, fell in love with him. And he would tell us all these stories about Motown. And one of the things that he would brag about all the time is that he knew Stevie Wonder. And so I would say, John, you need to stop lying. Everybody that lives in Detroit, Michigan say they know Stevie Wonder. You don't know Stevie. And he kept telling me for years that he knew Stevie Wonder. So one year when I was at Morgan State in Baltimore, Maryland, going to school, Stevie came into Baltimore to give a concert, and John happened to be working with him. So John called me up and said, guess what? Stevie's in town, and I got a backstage pass for you to come backstage and see him. And I said, oh my God. I went to the concert that evening. Sure enough, John was working with Stevie, and I had to do this big apology on calling him a liar all these years. So another time they came through Baltimore and were on their way to Washington, D.C., Stevie and I were talking, and he said how he always wanted to drive. So I thought my dad had given me, this little car. Why not, get in the car and I'll have my, foot on the brake, and we'll see if Stevie can drive. So we got to an empty parking lot. Stevie starts to drive, and he puts his foot on the accelerator. My light flashed in front of my eyes. His light flashed in front of my eyes. Man, I put my foot down. I said, get out. No, get out now. I'm too young to die. Too beautiful and too black and too young to die today. And that's my Stevie Wonder story about letting him drive my car. And as much as I love him today, he's not getting behind the wheel of my Mercedes. I'll check you later.